South Korea, Yoon. Liz has got more from Seoul. June.
Good morning, Susan. We are seeing a higher open for the Korean markets. Kospi and the Kosdaq both up. Kospi up about 0.25% at the open. Today, a major day for earnings, second quarter earnings. Hyundai Motors, Samsung C&T, LG Display, Skhainicks, KB Financial, all coming out today. Skhainicks is opening up by a big measure, up almost 5% at the open. Even though earnings did come in slightly below market expectations, analysts are pointing to the fact that they did manage to keep their operating profit above the 1 trillion won mark for the sixth straight quarter. Again, quarter on quarter, they are showing a drop. But in terms of year-on-year growth, we are seeing operating profit coming in up about more than a quarter year-on-year. And also revenues up by almost 18% year-on-year. The concerns that there had been about weak sales affecting sales at Skhainicks were offset by server and mobile demand for Skhainicks chips. So again, we are seeing operating profit up year-on-year. Another factor that's contributing to the jump this morning is the share buyback plan, which was much bigger than market estimates. Again, 22 million shares will be bought back by Skhainicks. This is about 859 billion won in terms of cash amount. Analysts are saying that this was a good move to stabilize Skhainicks stock. And also, in terms of a broader holding structure reform, this is seen to be a positive for its holding structure, given that the biggest shareholder of Skhainicks is SK Telecom, but only holds a 20% stake in Skhainicks at this time. So overall, both for shareholders and also for the holdings company, this is seen to be a positive. The amount that they will be buying back in terms of total common shares is more than 3% of outstanding. At the time of the announcement, this was a lot of press was covered this story, and now we are seeing market reaction to this up more than 5% at the open. Also, let's take a look at the autos. Hyundai Motors and Kia Motors, kind of a weak picture, underperforming the overall index this morning. Hyundai Motors will be posting numbers, second quarter earnings today. Kia will be reporting their second quarter earnings tomorrow, and they are expected to post numbers below market expectations. The current local market consensus for Hyundai Motors operating profit is 1.7 trillion won, which is down 16% year-on-year. Revenues are also expected to come in lower, coming from production numbers that were lower by 2.8% year-on-year. This is coming from weakness in the Chinese markets and also increased price competition coming from the weak yen. The main markets were hit by overall weakness in economic growth, and also incentives in the U.S. markets are seen to have weighed in on the bottom line. Let's check on the Korean markets at the open. Susan, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Yoon. Seoul. Let's get to Australia. Check it on Fortescue shares. The miner delivering a year-on-year increase